Good morning, friends. I pray that you are doing well today. Doing great today. A little tired, still have allergies going on. Raise your hand if you've got allergies going on too right now. I'm sure I am not the only one. Where are my allergy buddies at? No, otherwise things are going great. I hit the point where it was time to reassess my nutrition because that's just what you do. It's just like exercise. If after a little while, maybe a month, it varies. It's around a month. Around a month of you're having progress and all of a sudden progress stops, you have to reassess that and go in and do the calculations again because, the numbers have changed, the factors have changed. Maybe you've lost some weight, maybe you have increased your activity, all those things. Factors change, so it's time to reassess. So it was time to reassess mine. Things got a little changed, a little moved around. Some of my macros got changed around, and so I've been dealing with the change in that the last few days, and I'm sure my family is loving the grumpy mommy that is kind of walking around a little bit right now. But it's slowly getting better. I feel better, seeing progress again, so it's going great. Almost to another 5 pounds lost. So very excited, very excited. I know the scale isn't the only measurement. I've lost more inches than I have pounds, so definitely happy with that. So yeah, that's going great. Changes here and there, but no, everything's going well. The autoimmune's going good. The allergies are kind of adding to fatigue and exhaustion, so that's not fun right now, but for the most part, it's going great. Been able to stay away from foods that are triggering it. Still waiting on my digestive enzymes. They'll be here Thursday, but I have learned to slow down when I eat significantly. So instead of 3 large meals during the day, I'm having 5 or 6 smaller meals to kind of help with the fact that my digestive system just doesn't want to process food without severe pain. So, doing smaller meals, eating much slower, all those things is really helping. So I'm excited. But what I want to talk to you about today is, you have all this information thrown at you for health and nutrition, and you've got all this data. You're not sure which one is the right data, what's good for you, what's not good for you, all the things, okay? And it can get overwhelming, and especially if we sit down and try to do all the things all at once, okay? It can become way too much, all right? And so what I want to talk to you about today is what's that first step? What do you need to do first? So we're gonna take all that info, all right, and we're gonna decide which one thing is best for you, okay? Well, what we need to do is sit down, discuss what do you want, okay? What is it that you want to change in your life right now, okay? For a lot of us, it's maybe lose weight, okay? Or maybe it's gain muscle, okay? 2 opposite ends of the spectrum there, but it's still a lot of the same tactics. So whether it is you want to lose weight, maybe it's you just want to feel more energized, or you want to gain muscle, whatever it may be, we need to sit down and discuss what is it you want, okay? What is it that you're wanting to change in life, okay? And then the next step is not to assess what you should do, okay? It's what are you willing to do, okay? What are you willing to do today? Not this year, not for New Year's, for today. What are you willing to do, okay? Maybe you're willing to eat slower. Maybe you're willing to eat until you're 80% full, okay? Or maybe you're willing to add some vegetables to your plate, okay? Maybe one time a day. I mean, we don't want to push things, right? Okay? Maybe you're willing to do one of those things, okay? Not don't sit here and think about the 10 million things you should do, okay? Because I know I've had moments where, okay, I should be working out. I should be doing cardio. I should be going on an hour-long walk. I should be getting 10,000 steps in today. I should be eating vegetables. I should be, and should. And you're just kind of paralyzed, okay? Rather than thinking about what should I do today, let's talk about what are you willing to do today, okay? Then, after we discuss what you're willing to do, and that might be more than one thing, which is great, okay? If you're willing to do several things, great. Let's write those down. Write down what you're willing to do. All right, next, we need to look at what won't you do. What is that thing that you absolutely will not do, okay? For me, I will not fast, okay? I just won't do it, okay? I love food. I am not the person who eats too little. I am the opposite person. I love food, not to mention the blood sugar issues and all that. So my won't is I won't fast. But you need to sit down and look at what is something you won't do, or what are the multiple things you won't do, okay? We're not going to try to change those yet, all right? So I have clients, they do not like very many vegetables, all right? Their vegetable repertoire consists of green beans and maybe some peas, maybe, okay? Fine, okay? At this point, we are not ready with that client or those clients to eat more vegetables, all right? But as long as they do those green beans, I'm fine with that, okay? So it's okay if there are some things that where at this point you won't do them. Write it down, okay? So now we're aware of what we want. We're aware of what we are willing to do. And we're aware of what we won't do, okay? So now let's look at the opposite end of the spectrum, all right? Out of those things that you are willing to do, what are some things that you are ready to do right now, okay? So maybe you came up with a list of 10, 15, 20 things that you're willing to do, all right? We're gonna pick one, maybe two, all right? It's important not to overwhelm yourself, because that's where we get into this yo-yo dieting, is we take on so many things, so many changes and challenges that we weren't exactly ready, willing, and able to do long term, and we threw them all at ourselves and changed everything, and the upset was just too much. It caused too much chaos, it caused too much upheaval, and it wasn't sustainable long term, okay? And that's where we end up with the yo-yo diet, okay? But if we take this approach, yes, I'm sorry, it's a little slower. However, it has lasting changes, okay? Yo-yo diets where you overwhelm yourself, you go up and down, yeah, they work real quick, okay? But I don't know how many times I myself, let alone people I know, lost the weight, was so proud, next month I gained it all back. Okay, because I didn't do it slowly and make the lifestyle changes. So we're going to look at what are you ready to do? Out of your list of things you're willing to do, what are some things you are ready to do right now? Okay, maybe one or two things. Okay, you are ready. Mark that, rate that on a scale of 1 to 10. How ready are you to do this thing? Okay, if it's not a 9 or higher, you're not ready yet. That's okay. Keep taking the things you are willing to do and rate them on a scale of 1 to 10 on how ready you are to do them. The one where it's a 9 or higher, that's your key, okay? We're going to start with that one, all right? Now, after you rate how ready you are to do it, y'all, that's not a plan, okay? That's a hope, all right? Now you need to write down some things that will make you even more ready to do that thing, okay? If you didn't have anything that rated a 9 or higher, take a few of them and write down some things that you could do, or some things that maybe you could find, or help that you could get, that could get you more ready to do those things, okay? Write down those things as well. And when you find those one or two things, you have a 9 or higher, that's probably your key, okay? It's where you want to start. All right. And then we got to assess, how willing are you to do this? And I mean do it every day, all week, okay? How willing are you to do it, all right? Rate that a 1 to a 10. And then also note, what are some things, even if it is a 9 or a 10, what are some things that might make you more willing to do that, okay? What's going to help you along your journey, okay? Whether that's a person, a coach, your spouse, having a schedule, buying a water bottle that has the requirement, whatever it may be, having lemon in your water, meal prepping, whatever it is that's going to help you be ready and willing to do that task, write it down, okay? And then we need to be honest with ourselves, okay? How able are you to do that task, okay? How able are you? Can you do that right now, okay? Not without shopping or whatever. Can you do that right now? If not, scale 1 to 10, okay? If it's low, you need to write down all the things that'll help you be able to do that 1 or 2 things, okay? Write down what's going to help you be able, all right? And then you need to write your to-do list. You need to implement the plan. You need to implement the things. You need to get the person. You need to get the coach. You need to get the knowledge. Whatever it is that you need, okay, you write that down and you go and get it. And when you are completely ready, willing, and able to do that task, then you start doing it and you track that. Okay, you track that. Did I do it? Scale of 1 to 5 every day. Was I terrible at that thing or was I great at that thing? Okay, and it's okay if you're terrible for a little while. The way that that works is you keep doing that task until you are great and amazing. You have a 5 every single day, okay? When you have nailed that task and it is now a habit, okay, then you go back to your want, willing, won't things that you wrote down. You pick 1 or 2 more things that you're willing to do and you start implementing those, okay? We're building habits, okay? That phrase, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle, is so true. However, lifestyles aren't created after reading one list and just immediately doing that, okay? Lifestyles are created by building habits, and habits take time, okay? All right, so I really hope that helps. Sit down, write down, what do you want? What are you willing to do? What are you absolutely not willing to do at this moment? All right, and then assess, are you ready? Are you willing? And are you able to do those things? Okay, and then go for it. If you need some more knowledge, if you need some coaching and motivation every single day to help you do those things, because I know how it is. I'll wake up this morning, because I have a new workout now. I woke up this morning, I was ready, willing, and able to do my more difficult workout. Halfway through it, I just wanted to whine and cry, okay? And so I had to have my motivation, which is my husband. I had to have my motivation there to keep me going, okay? Even though we are ready, we are willing, we are able, sometimes midway through, or sometimes as we go down the road, it just gets too much and we need that extra push, okay? So if that's something you need, if that's something you want to definitely plan for as you walk this new journey, definitely let us know. Message myself, message my husband. We would be so happy to help you out on this journey that you're going on. This is our passion, okay? I have a family history of food intolerances and food issues, and with myself as well, and I have a history of just not a good relationship with food. And so as I've healed in that journey, it has become a major passion of mine to help others heal on that journey. My husband, he found his passion in the Army when he was helping other people just get to the point where they had their confidence raised immensely, okay? And this is what we love to do. So we would love to help you out. Please message myself or message him if you need any help discovering what you are ready, willing, and able to do. All right, guys, you have a great Wednesday. We will talk to you tomorrow.